Hello guys, so I found the problem with the code earlier. Well, the problem was not with the code, the problem was with the, or is with the, I mean was or is, whichever one you want, with the password reset link. I used an old one, so which is a good thing. If you let's try it again. If I request for password reset, I've requested once now. Let's see, it should appear here. So this is one. If I request again, I'm trying to request again, this old one becomes invalid because the record was replaced in the database, which is a very good thing. This is what we expect, this is what we want. So that's what happened earlier. I was trying to use the old one. If I try to use the old one, it's going to say token expire or something. That's what's going to happen. So if I try to use the new one now, so the only problem is I'm not sure if I have done the password reset. I just tried several times before finding the problem. So anyway, it works now. New user. I'm going to change my password to 123456789. Never used that before. And then I get my email that says your password has just been reset, which is this. You can see everything now works as expected, and I can log in with my new password 123456789, and login now works. So the last part, well, maybe not the last part. Let's see if I'm forgetting anything here. So we've done all this. We've reset our password. We've done all this. Yes, so the last part of this work, the major last part we'll be working on is the functions. But before we do that, let's just quickly fix this right here. A user should be able to reset password after they've logged in. So what we will do is to come up here, come to my reset password page. So right now we are checking if token exists. We also need to check if the user is logged in. I mean, if they are logged in, there's no point in doing all these checks. So what we will do is to say if user, well, if user is not logged in, let's see, if user is not logged in and user token is not set, okay, that's what we need. We need to say not session logged in, well, obviously logged in. That's how we are keeping track. Okay, that's not good. So if user is not logged in, if user session token is not set, if user session token is not set, then obviously we need to send them away. Otherwise, allow them to come to this page. So on this page now, our email would need to change because if the user is logged in, we can fetch their email without them knowing. So let's see, are we sending email from the login page? Process login, we are not sending email, so we need to send email from here so that it becomes available for us to use. Email and then email. So now we can come back to this page, process reset, reset.php, and check before we output this. Before we do this, you can see because the session is the same. This will work without any problem. The session is the same. It's session email, and it is being set from login, so it's going to work without a problem. Let's try it out anyway. Okay, back here. Of course, we need to log out, then log in again, and try to reset. And there is an error message here. It says undefined index token. Right. So if the user is already logged in, then we should not care about token because they are already logged in. So we are going to do a check here to say, or we could just completely hide this field here by saying if it is set, So if user is logged in, if user is logged in, there is no point in doing all this. No point. So you just say if user is logged in and close it down here. Okay, obviously that should be if user is not logged in. So okay, let's refresh it now and see. Refresh. Okay, so that's fine. Our email is being fetched. The user email is being fetched. To be sure, I'm going to log out and try with a new user. Patience. I don't remember the password, but let's see. Let's change it there. Password is obviously invalid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can't remember the patient's password, but I think I remember new user password. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so this is new user. Try to reset password and the email is set. So that's working fine now. And then we can also still do a new password. I'm going to change it to Shay. Try to reset. One error occurred. Oh, right. So on this process now, process reset, we need to also check if user is logged in. There will be no point in checking for token. So what can we do? We can do a check here. If user is not logged in, logged in, then do this. Otherwise, don't do it. We don't need token. This is going to be a lot of changes to this page, but it's fine. It's not a big deal. So we are doing this check here. We might need to still do this check along the way down here. We are checking for token here. We don't need to check for token if user is logged in. All right, so what do we do? What do we do? We can make things easier on ourselves by, okay, I'm going to just do some, this is going to be a terrible fix, but it's going to work. My to do, make this better. Um, Fix the minor, the temporary, that's temporary fix, that's fine. So we're going to be checking if user is logged in, and this is going to be check token to be true. All right, and else actually perform this. Um, check token to be this. Okay, and in here we're going to do check token. So what we have done is, instead of directly checking for this here, because we need to know if the user is logged in, I decided to bring this out and assign it to a value. So if the user is logged in, let this always be true. So we might run into some trouble here, but it's fine. Let's leave it for now. So we are checking token. It's going to always be true. If the user is logged in. What else do we need to fix down here? I don't think there's anything else. We'll try it out now. Let's try to reset this password to Shane. There are other errors, undefined index, logged in, where line 6 of which page of reset.php. Did I log out already? I did, I logged out. Why would I do that? Okay, so let's log in to a new user. That's a bad error though. I need to undo all these error messages here. It's not ideal that the user will see all those kind of things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so I need to try from here, not from the other side. To try to reset now, Sheyi, click on reset. I don't know if it worked. I doubt it. So it sent me back to login. Let's see why. I think we still have a little time to try to fix this. We are almost done with everything I promised we are going to build. We just need to talk about functions and refactor some of this bogus code we have here. It's really too long. We can break everything down into functions and make the code neater, which is going to be sort of form its own series on its own. But let's fix this. No matter how long this particular video is, we are going to fix this problem. All right, where did I stop? I was trying to, I think we are done with this. Find out why I can't reset my password if I am already logged in. So let's see if it gets to this point. And how do we do that? How do we check if it gets to this point? I can kill the process here and echo out. Got here, position 1. Again, there are better ways to debug, but we're just going to follow this normal um, process for now. So let's try to reset. I'll try to log in, obviously. New user. I remember the password. Okay. I'll try to reset the password from here to Sheyi and undefined index token. Thank you. Password reset line 16. Let's see what line 16 says. Okay, this is also a problem. So I can actually bring this up here. Okay, so if I'm logged in, don't worry about this, just forget about it. Let's see where else we have token used on this page. I mean, it is used in about, we've taken care of this part. Have we? Yes, we have. We have. So let's try it again. Come down here, refresh. Line 58, actually. Let's check that too. Line 58. This is not set if user is not logged in. Actually, this is if user is logged in. That's better. Okay, refresh this and go to position 1 now. Okay, so that's what we wanted. Comment it out. Stop killing the process and comment this out too. All right, so we'll try it again. Refresh and okay, so I don't know if it worked. It actually worked. Password reset was successful and it asked me to log into my new account. New user, I'm going to try the old password 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. It doesn't work, but I'll try the new password Sheyi and now it works. So we are done with that. We've been able to fix all the errors. Our platform is now functioning. We have the dashboard, we have everything we need. We can reset password from here. We can log out, we can log in easily. Everything now works. So the last thing we need to talk about is functions in our next video.